Okay. All right, let's do it. Write a function to check whether an input string is a valid IPv4 address or IPv6 address or neither. Or neither. IPv4 addresses are canonically represented in dot decimal notations, which consists of 4 decimal numbers, each ranging from 0 to 255, separated by dots, yada, yada, yada. Besides, the leading zeros are invalid. Okay. IPv6 address. Oh, I actually forgot to do this last time too. I mean to let me put it in the chat so people could follow along in case I forgot to do it for the previous few problems. Sorry about that. Okay. IPv6 addresses are represented as eight groups of 4 hexadecimal digits, each group representing 16 bits. The groups are separated by colons, and then a symbol of colon. For example, the address, I'm not going to read the address, is a valid one. Also, we could omit some leading zeros among the 4 hexadecimal digits and some lowercase characters in the address to uppercase ones. Okay. It's also a valid IPv6 address. However, omit leading zeros and using uppercases. Do we have to do both? I actually don't remember the IPv6 protocol. So, oh yeah. Oh, sorry. However, we don't replace a consecutive group of 0 value with a single empty group using 2 consecutive colons to pursue simplicity. For example, okay, another address. Besides, the extra leading zero in IPv6 are also invalid. For example, the address is invalid. Okay. Yeah, I would API could I would address that last problem after this problem. I'm just going to try to think about this for a second. But you're right though about Python caching. I forgot about that though. It's been a while. But okay, cool. Okay. Not sure. To be honest, what I'm trying to think, or what I'm thinking right now is, I'm actually. I mean, there definitely is a lot of. I mean, I bet there are a couple of edge cases that I'm not thinking about, but I actually don't see any complexity in this. Let me know if I'm wrong, but definitely using Python this one though. Let's do Python too. Why not? Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I see any complexity in this. Yeah, I'm just really trying to be honest, and this is not really not meant to be a humble brag or anything. Like I'm really just trying to figure out if there's any like weird thing, anything weird algorithmically that I have to handle. But it just seems like we just have to follow the rules. But that said, does this have a like a 1 in 6 submission case, 1 in 5 submission is 20% or something, right? So there probably some I don't know. Yeah, there are probably some like edge cases that people get caught up on, but for now, I guess we'll just do the straightforward thing and then kind of see where what the situation is. Also, I mean, I actually this is the first time I noticed this, but this upvote downvote thing is very unfavorable. So maybe there's a gotcha somewhere or something dumb that I don't know about, but let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, and I think this is one of those things where you can actually separate them to 2 different things. Yeah. And to be frank, now that we're talking about Python libraries, there's probably already a Python library that validates this, but that probably is not within the spirit of trying to solve this problem. So I'm going to try to actually code this up instead of Googling, which is no fun for anybody. Okay. So I think my general, I mean, and these things have, generally speaking, no possibility of overlap. So I'm just going to do the really basic thing of, okay, if, is it IPv4? Okay. I mean, they seem pretty mutually exclusive, so I don't think we have to worry about like ordering or any weird stuff like that. But well, hopefully not. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this is so. First, you split it by the periods. I don't know the syntax. And I'm actually just stuck because I'm trying to name this thing that's something reasonable. But okay, fine. Let's just go parts. Is either this or a period type split? I always forget. All right, let's just print this. Oh, well, okay, that could be a thing too. But okay, so that seems like it's okay. Because I always confuse which way is to split. Okay. Oh well. So it can only be an issue if there's a leading zero and it's a number from 0 to 55. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, wait, how do I? A toy? No. I have to look up what that means in Python. Actually, I just put in the variable first. So that's good, but that's not sufficient because of the leading zero. Oops. But let's have this for now. How did Okay. So if, oops, do it before. Let me just do it this way first. We'll handle. Do I have to handle so differently? The first. Is 0. Is it something like that? Man, it's been a long time since I've done Python in strings. Okay. So it has a leading 0 and number is not 0. Okay. But I also have to make sure it's a number. And does Python have a thing for that? Okay, well, how do I do? Well, I'm going to just Google it. And then hopefully it isn't. I forgot the parameters. I have to return give a base. Oh, I do. Oh, it's an optional base. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, that's actually just generally suspicious of things correct so quickly. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, okay. So this is definitely wrong, but that's fine. Wait, why? I'm curious. No. Oh, whoops. That's a second parameter length. Nope. How do we get just? Oh, I'm dumb. This is returning way too early. That's why. Okay. Well, I mean, the false is true, but this is. Okay. Now I have to fix this, and it is okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just do the modus tooling thing. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, that's just. Okay, I mean, I'm also just curious what happened. And I really wish there's a scratch pad type thing, but yeah, I just forget. Or I don't know what this actually returns when you give it like a random hexadecimal or something like that. So that's a little scary, not knowing. Let me just open Python console real quick. Okay, it will actually return an error, so that's good. I mean, that means I have to do a try thing, but oops. Okay, that's actually what I expected, so. Okay, that's good actually. That's okay. I mean, I guess that's the easy part for IPv4. Now v6 has this list of stuff that I'm not. This is. Excuse me. Also, this problem is just kind of slightly poorly phrased, to be honest. To be honest, because this line about omitting some on the phone and some lowercase characters and addressed uppercase ones. It doesn't seem like it's necessary. I mean, I'm just trying to get to the full set of rules, and they kind of phrase it not very clearly, but I think that's fine. I mean, we'll make our best efforts, and then we'll figure out from their figure out from the responses. I mean, if they're not clear, they're not clear. Okay, cool. Oh, actually, there's one more part that I forgot to add. Oop. That I need. That's actually not. Okay. And if I didn't have this, would that have failed? there's one thing that I always try to make sure is that my code actually does stuff, because sometimes you give yourself a false sense of security if you just check things you know to be true. And this, as you can see, it fails correctly. So that means that this line of code actually does something. Okay. Cool. Okay, IP6. So similar to before, kind of. And they don't do the thing with the consecutive colons. Okay. And we could do something like this. How many of them? 8 groups of 4. Okay. Oops. Oh, I guess it could also crop out leading zeros. Well, first of all, I guess the upper cases are always okay, or the case really doesn't matter, so I'm going to just lower the case here. Is it too low or something like that? I actually don't remember. Yeah, maybe it's already in string. Oh, lowercase seems like. Oh. You're probably right. I don't know. I think it's just that I was thinking in C, so I just did the C thing. But you're definitely right. I mean, I probably could have done that and just sometimes. I mean, yeah, I'm not a Python expert. Or it's been a while since I've done Python regularly, so you're right. I'm gonna leave that up for now. Cool. My part is greater than 4, than 4. And then we could trim the leading zeros. Well, let's just do 1, 0, 0. Then 4 is at this point, so that's before you trim, and then you could do a trim left. I think. And how do you do it? Outstrip, that's right. Wait. Oh, yeah, outstrip. Okay. Okay. Maybe something like that. Am I lying? Does it only remove white space? Isn't there a version with the I should have chose a different language, maybe. Sorry, I'm just in my Python console playing with stuff. It's been a while since I used Python, so I don't remember the syntax for stripping. That's what I'm really looking at. Or like the Python strip with the that you can choose like you could change whatever. Like you can strip specific character sets, but man, string.strip, is that real? Okay, so string.strip. Okay, fine. Actually, that might return. That might strip both sides, which is not good. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Huh. I actually didn't know that. Thanks for the tip. Okay, then we could actually do the same thing that we did earlier, in theory. Well, maybe without the auto. Actually, I mean, I don't know. I think I got a little confused because actually I could have done with the ATO anyway, because the ATO also takes a base. So, okay, let me try playing around with that. Learn something new, Try to be more Pythonic, maybe. Oh, and also this one is definitely not 16. Wait, is it? No, definitely not. And okay, so this will parse that as a routed hexadecimal. Does it have any range? I guess not really. So actually, we don't need to do that stuff. We can omit leading zeros, so that's actually fine. We don't even need to check this except for extra leading zeros. But I think that is checked by this, maybe. Yeah, okay. I think some part of this question is ill-defined, but or at least not ill-defined, just like I don't know, not super clear to me anyway. Or maybe it's late here. Well, yeah. No, I agree that definitely the most Pythonic thing is to use a library. But I think probably in terms of like if I were to do this in an interview, maybe I would have brought it out. I'd be like, hey, yeah, in Python, but it probably frowned upon to pull that out at least, or at least like I assume the interviewer would be like, hey, can you actually code this up? Oh man, it's not a. Oh, whoops. Wasn't I looking at something before? Man, all right, fine. Let me play around with that. Oh, lower, not lowercase. Okay, so that worked for that, but so it works for all those examples, but there are a couple more that they have in the statement that's not here. So let's play around with those. Okay. One day I will maybe subscribe. Thanks for all your help, AP hacker. Definitely, yeah, I mean, you're definitely right on a number of things. Okay. I think this is just actually the example, but okay. So, I'm sure I'm missing some edge case. Okay, fine. Huh. Okay. I'll put IB before. I thought I checked this here, but it's definitely possible that there's an error, but I mean, I don't have a print here. Because I got rid of the print. Okay. Oh, okay, because this actually is 0, even though it's a leading 0. It's not 0. And this is so hacky. Maybe that's why people hate it. It's okay, fine. I'm just gonna. I mean, it fixed this case, but oh my god! Now I'm sure that there's more edge cases, which is why people don't like this one. Oh no. That negatives or whatever. Is that really? Okay. I mean, not gonna lie, that is what I worried about. But -0 even. So well played. Yeah, -0. Okay, fine. I mean, yeah, we just have to kind of handle it. Okay, so is it worth doing a regexe thing? I mean, I think that's what I was half trying to handle here, but if there's a regexe thing, then I don't know. Okay, I mean, I could also just special cases because that's probably the only case where it processes correctly a negative number. Well, I mean, even a negative number. Okay, I mean, even a negative number would not necessarily like in theory you just do like, oh yeah, return false, but then that was a -0, which wouldn't even show up. So sneaky, sneaky. Okay, well, on to the next wrong answer. Okay, that actually worked surprisingly. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, like AP Hacker mentioned, I think obviously in real life you would have a library for this. So I think maybe there's some small deviation that makes it not libraryable. But either way, like I would definitely use library on a real thing, and maybe on an interview that would be my first response, half jokingly, but half like seriously, right? Like if you're working on real life, you definitely want to use a library and not code your own. If your coworkers are coding this by themselves, you'll be like, hey, maybe just use a library, right? So definitely on that level, it's a little dubious. But I think actually I think this is a reasonable interview question. I think it forces you to kind of think about a lot of edge cases, which is actually, to be honest, very annoying. But that's what a lot of programming is, and try to figure out what's in and what's not. I think, to be fair, some of this could be a little clearer when in a clearer way. I think like it is a little wordy. You could just be like, hey, these are things that you can do separately, instead of like combine them in the same sentence. So that like I'm not sure like do you have to do both or do you have to do either? I don't know. But yeah, I think it should be okay. Cool. Okay. I think that's all I have for this problem. Right? I don't have any. I mean, it's very straightforward. I don't think there's anything algorithmic, as I mentioned, as I was looking into. So I don't think there's much to discuss. But now we could go quickly a little bit about. Yeah. So definitely, you could add caching very quickly. There's on Python. There's func cache. There's I think even just like there used to be. I don't know if it's still a thing anymore. Like a decorator with memorize and stuff like that. I think. Oh, yeah. UK Chang mentions that. Yeah, I think that's actually if you go back to that's why I also. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done IPv6 or like I don't remember all the IPv6 edge cases. I think that's why this paragraph is here, and that's actually like makes it like little bit weird for libraryable, like to do it in a library, but still, it's an awkward problem. I think that's actually one thing that I try to not do as an interviewer is that very often you try to a lot of people work their way backwards off something to make it simpler, which is maybe fine, but what happens is that a lot of people come into these job interviews with their own experience. So when you change the rules on them, it makes it even actually like almost like a handicap to the problem, to understanding the problem clearly. It's like, oh, do you know how Boeing scoring works? But now instead of that scoring, there's no strikes or whatever, right? And people will be like, well, is it really still Boeing? What can you, like it's almost like if you already know Boeing, then you may already have like some mental models of what it should be, and then like it actually penalizes you because you're like inclined to do things one way that like leads to the wrong path. Where if you didn't know what Boeing was, then like you may you might actually just do it naively and do it correctly because you don't have you don't have all these assumptions about what these things are, right? So I think so in that sense, this one is definitely a little weird. It's just I mean I would have called it out earlier, but I wasn't super certain about the IPv6 like edge cases because I don't know, it's just not my specialty to be honest. But yeah, yeah. But oops.